There we go. Finally. Okay, there we go.
Where's she going? That's my character.
Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. Please.
Please, what?
There we go. I'm trying to like set up the perfect balance between my audio, your audio, and the music that's playing, and then it's fine. I got it. Yeah. You ready, Leopard? We'll wing it.
If I'm truthfully honest with you, I have maybe 2 things planned. The rest is gonna be improv.
I can't wait. I thought I was like gonna be like, oh yay, True's here, so it might not be like as as
It might not be as
sparse.
winging it, but
Oh, no.
it's gonna be something's a word you could very much say. Oh, Chris, if you look in the only area that should be revealed on this map, by the way, you're gonna see I have ideas. Okay. I have ideas. Never mind, you're gonna see nothing in that area. Absolutely
wait.
nothing.
All
I
see
just
is
got
the end.
ideas.
No. All
I
see is
just
the
got
end.
ideas.
All I see is
Oh
the
my
end.
god, I just got
Okay.
ideas.
Okay, well, okay.
Shit. You heard that, Chris? You're not gonna see shit.
Oh.
Absolutely nothing.
Why?
Not
I
a
wanna see
fucking
stuff.
Did I said so. Said so, Chris. Cause I fucking said so. Things you can expect during this wacky, wild, inflatable 2-man D&D session.
Yep.
Chris gets some kind of
I get
power-ups.
trauma. Do I get trauma?
And trauma.
Oh.
With every great power comes a lot of fucking trauma. They're pretty... I forgot that I had that saved. Damn.
I got a Pikmin and now you give me trauma. This is how it works.
It's equal trade, man. I don't know what you want from me.
Cupid.
Cupid.
Dude, he's Pokemon, actually.
Yeah.
He really is a Pokemon. It's adorable. I can't wait to draw him, by the way.
Fucking tiny little stick thing that you grew out of you. Ugh. That made me uncomfortable just narrating. If that gives people any idea of how
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
A win is a
A
win.
win is a win. A win is a win, my brothers. A win is a win.
I got a little
So true,
companion.
I got trauma.
You got trauma. It's great. A win is a win.
A win is a win. That's fucking. I forgot that I set up very little, but I prepped slightly for the session. But it's no longer a session. It is now a fucking come through. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah.
I'm like hoping everything's like okay, like audio wise, and like everyone. I think everything can be heard and everything's okay. Volume's okay. It's so stressful every time.
I feel that.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna ask if you're gonna stream this, but
Streaming my end of this because it's going to be a lot of just me sitting there doing jack shit and some very interesting math. By that I mean because I roll dice in person instead of using this because no. I need to make a fucking drop.
we gotta I'm like ready. I don't know when we're gonna start, but I can't wait for this. Really can't wait for this. I want to switch my D&D. I want to make a new D&D background, like overlay.
It's fucking fix shit all the let's fucking go. Anyways, I just figured out the drawing thing. Anyways. Well. So you can now fucking draw. Finally, Jesus. Where is Dencio? You have appeared. You have appeared in your little tiny abode. I think I'm basically ready. Yeah.
I'm
I can
also
improv
ready.
from I don't have water, I'll live for a minute. I'll live for a minute. Well, my I would say my dear adventurers. But there's only one of you here tonight.
Only one.
Because Meru is fucking off somewhere with his brother, being a good sibling, even though you flip your siblings off respectively and tell them to go fuck themselves, because that's how siblings work. And True is keeling over to a tummy ache. We respect a king with priorities. Anyways, my dear adventurers, yet you are asleep. Well, as sleep can be for you. It's more of a daze of walking and being feasibly in your consciousness than actually sleeping. You simply are strolling through an endless field, flora and fauna that you knew once beforehand in your far off corner of the Fey realm, all just being a joy to be around, and you feel that bliss with your little friend on your shoulder, a little flower in hand.
Oh.
And it felt genuinely nice. You're just walking through and enjoying what is and what was your life beforehand, and all but ignoring the impending factor of this isn't where you are anymore, or this isn't the life that you lead now. You're now in an unknown realm with new plants and fauna that are not similar to the ones that you know, and you just stand there and realize that fact, but being uneasy at the idea of starting over with nothing in the most literal sense. The comforts of your little realm, your kingdom, being a distant memory. You're slowly awakening.
Oh.
The roots that have formed a hatch crust formation over you to give you some sense of a blanket. And you realize that your face is a little damp, and you reach up and you see that gentle tears are streaming down your face at the idea of what you created before just not being there anymore.
Oh.
You sit there for a moment, intaking the gentle, clean room smell, I guess, and just wishing it was fresher and more free. The confines of this place, of this world, its in- indignity to make you strike another forcefully, it all just infuriates you. There's a brief moment where you clench your fists, gently release it as the idea of whatever has happened is still an alien concept in most ways. You see Cupid lounging about, still curled up underneath a leaf, and it's when you realize that you have the power to start something here. It may not be what was your kingdom, but something enough so you don't go mad in the forethoughts of being left without the comforts of your Feywild. The floor is yours. What are you doing in this moment?
I I wipe away the tears that flowed to my cheeks, and I scoot the rest of the my makeshift blanket back to like the plant it came from, and I give it a little pet for thanking it for like keeping me warm. I I go outside. I go outside of my room and I take Pikmin and I make sure that they have an umbrella, a little flower umbrella,
Yeah.
and I walk outside.
You slowly reach around, cuffing Cupid gently and moving them to a safe spot nestled in the slowly becoming nests that they have set up in your hair. Their little umbrella perched in the confines of a small yet not unpleasant knot in your hair that is just holding the umbrella, and you step out your door. Well, you open your door and almost fall out of it. There is no hallway. You realize that looking down, it's ever expanse of smoke. Feel a tight anxiety grasp at your chest, and at you. As you've seen something similar, but thankfully you haven't entirely witnessed it fully, but you remember a humanoid raid on one of the protective forests that were a sovereign over, and you remember walking through the crystal wood remains of the charred trees and the broken plants, and this sadness that you felt. An endless expanse of that smoke and ash lie before you.
See, it's we're just immediately just try to turn back into the room.
You turn into your room and you see that you're standing in that field, the one where you were walking, thinking, and screaming, screaming for them to stop, for them to retreat, or for them to not hurt your kingdom. The humanoid figures, the humans, the elves, the dwarves, the beast folk, the orcs, the goblins. One of the biggest things that most of the races united for was the War of the Feywild, and that claimed many locations that you protected.
See, it's we'll just fall to the knees and watch the scene again, unable to unable to move her eyes away.
You watch as arrows fly, alit with magic flames as they strike the area, as you see fake creatures scurry away or shoot magic blasts back, and just you can't do anything, and tears fill your eyes again as you see Cupid from the top of your head just lean down into your vision and look at you curiously before your vision focuses directly on them, and then as soon as you look away and the focus that you have on Cupid disperses into the area around you, you realize that you're just back in the room. Cupid, so
It's just heaves in the Kip.
you inhale sharply, but it feels like you're inhaling smoke. A heavy layer of smoke filling the room as the air is slowly seeping over.
Thank you. Thank you, Cupid.
Those are the last words before you feel your consciousness fade from the lack of air, from the smoke continuously filling the room. This time, you wake up at the edge, something that you've never seen before. A garden, almost, an unprotected area of what you think is the Feywild. Go ahead, give me perception.
Absolutely. Ooh, okay, okay.
You gaze around this unknown garden and you see that there's many wonders here, many similar things that you once knew back when you were sovereign of the Feywild. The fauna being very similar, the uh, air as clean as you remember. It all just felt like being back home.
Can I? Oh, oh. Uh, I checked to see if Cupid's with me.
You look around for a moment and realize that Cupid is not on your person, but on the path walking forward.
Cupid, wait, wait for me. And I chase after
Their
them.
little strides feeling impossibly fast as they hold a small blue flower as an umbrella. You continue to follow Cupid through this Eden, you could say, of what you once knew as your home. You slowly move up the path. It's all feeling so surreal, something impossible almost, that it's mind blowing. You see Cupix moving quickly, still, as impossibly fast as a tiny little stick creature's legs could carry it. It's blue flower slowly blooming, the closer and closer it gets to wherever this path leads. You're still following Cupic as you are looking around, your pace slightly quickened, but not to the point where it's unequivocally rushed. And you slowly see crystal blue waters of a small pond.
Can I scoop up some of the water?
Go ahead.
Alright. Oh, that's so
You
pretty.
you watch as Cupic slowly wades into the water. A small little lily pad actually floating from underneath him to give him a tiny little boat as he wades further into this pond. Scooping up the water, it refreshes you almost instantly. Oh shit, the liquid being a crisp and clear form in your hand, the cool motions that you feel is undoubtedly something that you had at home.
Can I is Cupic near me, or did they stop like further ahead or in the water?
Cupic is halfway into
Oh
is like
shit.
right around yonder.
All right. I immediately get up and chase after them once the water isn't like hurting me in some way, or and I chase after him.
You wade into the water, the cool liquid that you just scooped up into your palm, flooding across your entire body. It's slowly rising, slowly reaches your knees as you see Cupid just slowly reach a point of land. You're enthralled by the bits and pieces that you're seeing, and you slowly wade further, slowly climbing up, almost to the edge of your thighs, the water splashing at the base of your abdomen. As you get roughly halfway, you see Cupid uh, unload off the lily pad and just stand there, looking up, the blue flower still in their palm.
How big is the flower, would you say?
The flower's about the size of Cupid.
Okay. Okay. Kind of very big. kind of big. Kind of. Okay.
Roughly the size of a dandelion.
That's adorable. Okay. Let me scoop up Cupid.
You wade further into the water as you see Cupid still just standing on the piece of land looking up at as you slowly realize a Fey statue. You finally reach the tile underneath. It's algae covered stones slippery beneath you as you slowly wade further and you stand right behind Cupid, both gazing up at this statue.
Do I recognize the statue?
Give me a history check at advantage.
See how this goes. Oh, okay. That's okay.
From your knowledge, judging by the clothing that this figure is wearing, they were too once a sovereign of some form of land in the Feywild, but you can't place your finger on who this person is, as the statue's face is almost smoothed down by weathering. The large pixie-like wings on their back could belong to a cluster of different Fey. Their outstretched arms, with the size of the statue, you couldn't tell if it was a small, medium, or even to scale size of the sovereign, but you slowly feel a pulse, a gentle tug towards the statue. The orange stone that you now realize has been clutched into your palm.
My orange stone?
Slowly. Sure looks like it.
I am distrustful, but I lean closer to the statue.
You lean closer, taking a step over Cubic, and you realize the staff in the hand of the statue. A large, simple staff, very similar to the one that you wielded yourself, but it's much more rooted and seems almost like it's the actual root of some form of Feywild tree.
Can I lean over to the staff and try to touch it?
You slowly lean over to the staff and slowly reach out as you realize that you're now placing your palm on the charred corpse of a crystalwood tree. The same image of the aftermath of the war flooding your vision, the grove no longer there. A simple, single gray box. A gray panel is off, but maybe a couple feet to your left.
I immediately back away, and I go to the panel, as if it was the thing that caused me to have the visions.
You see, the panel is gray, and just simple words are written across it. Something odd about the fact that you can read one of the words. You simply read out to it, muttering to yourself what it says. Do you accept the blessing of basically blank? This person's name or thing's name that is trying to bless you is completely in some sort of form or language, or if it's even there, you can't tell.
That's why Shopify's all-in-one commerce platform makes it easy to sell online, in person.
But below that message, you just see a simple yes and a no.
I look at Cupid and I ask and I hold them up to
Cupic is
the.
nowhere in sight.
Oh, okay. Let me go grab Cupid. Let me go grab Cupid.
Cupic is nowhere. Cupic isn't here. It's just you standing in the middle of a burnt grove, the sky gray, world gray and black, the small flickers of fire and the puffs of smoke still coming from the smoldering ash that is about. It's just you and gray.
I look up to the sky. Shout. Where is he? Where is Cupid?
Only a d20, Chris.
I don't like that. Oh wow. Okay. This is 17.
You in silence. The gentle cracking of fire taking wood.
I look back to the charred wood and I
There's
kneel
no
down.
Cupic corpse in there. There's no corpse of Cupic in there.
Where is he? I've loved you visited him.
Nothing.
Answer me.
Nothing.
If I accept your blessing, will you return him to me?
Roll me 2d20, Chris.
I don't like. Okay, I roll 2. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know. It's advantage or disadvantage. I'm so okay. Okay. Let's see how this plays out.
Now I have to improv this shit. Fuck. You see the panel in front of you. Slowly but surely turn red. The name that you couldn't read before simply disappearing. And the message rearranging to read, do you accept the authority over nature? There is no yes or no, but at the bottom it says, this is the blessing of which is given to you. And below that is by, you can only decipher a couple of letters. You can decipher the main letters, you can decipher, and
Oop,
then you can
it cut out a little.
decipher Y. You can decipher 2 letters in the name instead of just a jumbled mess of nothing and any figure and letter that shape that you've ever seen. You can decipher an A and a Y. The letters ever changing their position, you can't tell exactly where it is, but you can see that this figure, this being is reaching out to you in some way, shape, or form. The panel disappears. The gray slowly dispersing into the color that you've seen. The color before you, the gnarled root in your hand, its glow engulfing most of your vision as you see it slowly grow to the size of a staff. The orange gem that you had palmed in your hand adorning itself at the top of it, in the center of the wood. You feel a slight tug at the lower bit of your clothing as you look down and see Cupid slowly climbing up. Flower still in one hand. Slowly reach your shoulder, and from there they jump from your shoulder to your staff. Slowly
Cupid.
climbing onto the staff and resting at the top, where it seems to be cut off. And Cupid slowly starts to glow similarly to the staff as you see their form meld into the staff.
Cupid,
A
no.
gentle array of blue flowers forming along the staff as green and blue, green leaves and blue flowers flutter around this staff that has slowly become less like the root of an ancient tree and more like a staff of a ruler.
Cupid. I hold the staff up. I examine it and I try to see if I see any remnants of Cupid.
Hold on one second. If I can. What was it that you're doing?
I was gonna check to see if I can see any remnants of Cupid's being in the staff, or like try to make Cupid come out.
There's nothing. You see the tiny leaf that sprouted from the top of the head, connecting to uh, one of the flowers right below your gem.
I take the flower and
You
yes.
pluck the flower off the staff.
Yep.
You gently pluck the flower off the staff. You see a, as you do that, you see a gentle blue panel above. And it just reads, item achieved. Cupid's wish.
What have you done to him? Let me read the rest of the panel, please.
Cupid was just a being formed from ZX. Nothing defining them as something or someone. Just the name that Zia has given them.
Oh.
Once per dawn, the wearer of this flower can re-roll any one roll. Be it a losing, death save, anything. But you must take the highest of the two rolls.
Oh, your mic's cackling.
Of course my mic's crackling. Fucking apparently Let's Roll likes to fucking chug my damn computer for
Pinky.
tricks everyone's.
Let's re-roll a d20 or let's re. Okay, wait.
Yep.
Is there like a feature like is there a cooldown time like once per day or like
Once per day.
I can't believe you killed fucking Cupic.
You rolled the nat 20.
Yeah, what is that supposed to be?
You rolled the nat 20.
I don't know what. Okay. Can I strap away the blue panel?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I strap it away, and
The
I
panel disappears.
good riddance. Who did that? I put the flower, Cupid's flower, in my hair, and I like personally entwine it with like the base, so it'll never leave.
You slowly move the flower into your hair as you feel it gently attach itself to the location, securing itself within your hair.
I look up to the staff and I stare at it in disgust and shame. And I look up
Can
back
you
into
tell
the
me
sky.
why you look at it with disgust and shame?
The system has once again forced my hand into something I did not want. Thought that with at least with Cupid, they'd be safe. And Zeus will look up to the sky and vow. If I will take my hands, if I will find you, and you will ever regret putting me here. You will regret ever deciding I was a pawn in your game.
Cowboys football.
You vow that,
What a pairing. Brisket in the smoker.
and you hear from the statue.
Sunday night overtimes, Monday morning swagger. Tastes like Miller time.
Sovereign
Celebrate responsibly.
of the Fae,
24 Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
Ziet. Why vow against something that you have no idea what is? staff in front of you a key item, something to grant your wish of home. Your friend's sacrifice increased potency to allow you to create that home. Use its power. Use your power.
She just shakes her head. How dare you? You do not know my ways. You are a fool to think I would allow this. Anyway,
Sovereign, you're fighting yourself as you see the smoothed over face of the statue slowly become very familiar to yours. The figure of itself molding into something that is what you, Sietch, would be sovereign of the Fae. You fight yourself, and only yourself, in this endeavor. Why?
do not force your ideas onto me. I will not be
Ideas
changed.
change. Yes, I remember being as stubborn. Yes. No change is coming. It is you who are changing and refuse to believe. And blame it on those around you and the world you will soon create.
Get me out of here. You're done torturing me.
You wake up in your room.
She Zit springs up immediately and just is like heavily breathing and looks around for Cupid. At least they are here. Okay. Okay. And I go downstairs to go see Eleanor or any of the staff or anybody that I'm familiar with.
Okay. You move downstairs. I'll do that. Fix it.
Mm.
Eh, you slowly make your way downstairs. The sound of hustle and bustle, the random people downstairs, the mid noonish hustle of people, slight amount of people around. Of course, there's those at the bar and those at the tables. What do you do?
I familiarize myself. I try to.
You move over to the bar. The ever feeling of what exactly is this permeating through your mind. You see Eleanor give you a soft smile. Well, good morning, darling. How can I help you tonight?
Oh, but uh, the the miso soup.
She
If
gives
you,
you a small wink and a nice smile, and she disappears for a minute to come back with a warm bowl of soup in her hand, sliding it over to you. There
thank
you go,
you.
love. There you go, darling. Holla if you need anything. Steps away from.
Ziet's just softly like dangles like softly like flicks the little flower in their head and just says to herself, you you would have liked you pick. You would have liked her. As they eat the miso soup in front of them.
Again, it's hella damn good. As you're eating, you listen to the people around you and ever bustle of the boisterous dragonborn laughing as the seems to be the cat lady, tiger woman, standing on one leg on the chair, shouting about tales and adventures, the other two smiling and drinking. Two people nose deep in books, enjoying themselves. The fiery woman you've seen about, simply eating and reading something that seems magical.
I look around the tavern
Just
and I imagine it would have been a better place if Kipik was still here. Then I go head out.
Where exactly are you going?
I'm gonna go. The entire country's like landlocked, or I wouldn't even know that. I'm gonna go look for a map. I'm gonna look for
The
a place to go buy maps, or just look at one.
You walk around for a minute and you see a "You Are Here" map of the general block that you're in, and you see that there's a map place, Incan Trail, not too far from here, and you make your way there, and you see the building and the sign out front. You walk up to the door and it's locked, and then you see the small little pane in the window displaying the detailed maps of random areas out for business. An out for business sign lingers in the display window.
It looks at it. Goes back to the "You Are Here" sign.
You go back to the "You Are Here" map. A gentle tug on the reins of your life as you look at it. What are you looking for?
I go to look for any areas with the pond.
A pond, you say?
It,
Probably be the only place that you've found sanctuary here. The giant main park. Make your way towards the park. The ever present chill of the day. As you're walking down, you see a plethora of people. A raccoon run in front of you, small mouse chasing it, and then a furball lady chasing after that, screaming something about rat dog, and a trash thief. You're taking the shortest route, and you see a small verdant person out cold, empty bottle pouch in their hand, a steel blue lizard draped across their stomach. You reach the park in roughly 10-15-ish minutes. The entrance, something that you've walked by a couple times. As you enter, you see some of the park staff walking around, watering the plants or intermingling with themselves and the plants. You arrive at the pond area. What do you do?
I I sprout little cattails along the edge of the pond, if there aren't enough.
Well, I mean, there are no cattails because this is a frigid climate, but you form these cattails There's silvery green leaves reflecting frost all along the edges of this pond. What else?
I I dip my
You place your legs in the pond. Something you probably shouldn't be doing, but you don't fuck. And you just sit and contemplate. This time.
I get up and I sort of look around at the rest of the foliage around the pond and like the rest of the park.
Most of the foliage is very alien to you in a way. Just not something that you're used to seeing. Little bits of remnants of something that you might have recognized, couldn't put your finger on correctly.
I take
Foliage around is just simple human world stuff.
other things. I take a few of the unknown plants that I don't know, and I pick them off the ground.
Gently pick some of these unknown plants off the ground. Each of them vibrant with life.
I stop them and like I'm just thinking, okay, I have like a dress on, or at least like a semblance of one, and I like scoop it, and I put like all of the flowers in there and all the foliage in there, and I go get more until like it's all full.
Okay. And why?
I'm gonna take them with me, and I'm gonna study.
Okay. Alright. That's fair. Valid. Is that all you're doing in the park?
Yep.
You head out of the park, getting some weird looks from some of the passers-by as you slowly return home. Well, the semblance of home. You walk through the doors and you see Eleanor look at you. She looks at the mess that is now your clothing and she smiles and snaps her fingers. You see that nothing happens in front of you or around you. None of the plants are affected in any way, and you go up to your room.
Home sweet home.
You go up to your room and you step through the doors. And you see that there is a plethora of pots and soil neatly placed off to the side.
Illinois. And I begin digging in the begin digging in the new foliage and like flowers that I dug up.
You're placing them neatly around the perimeter of your room, slowly scattering them, making your little room feel like a garden, like your little kingdom, as you are its sovereign.
I let a few grow out of the pots. Like I help several bud outside.
Some of them overflowing, slowly falling onto the wooden panels. Feels like it's slowly becoming the type of chaos that is what you are.
I happily just let them go, and I go back downstairs.
Alrighty. Go back downstairs.
And
What are you
I
doing?
go to the flame person that was hanging out with Icarus. Or at least I know that like associated Icarus in some way.
Let's see. What's the time period of this fucking episode?
Yeah, what is it? Before or after?
Yeah, I'm fucking. I think this is 4.
Before? Okay.
Yeah, this is much more 4. This is. We had the day 1 of you guys then the sleep, then day 2 is when you guys technically went out to the guild. So like there's no actual day gaps. These are just like weird figmented.
There is no timeline. Let's just put it there.
There is no timeline. The timeline doesn't exist. It exists when I say it exists. You move yourself over to this flame person of fire. I was sitting at the edge. No plate, tall glass of some sort of beverage, and a giant book in front of them.
I leave the. I don't like peer over to the book and see what they're reading. I do flag down one of the staff.
You see the closest man, a tiefling man. Hi, how's it going?
What drinks do you have?
Yes. Most things of the winter continents. We have get smoothies. We can get we have coffee. We have tea. We have most alcohol. Random bits and ends.
I would like to try some tea.
Alrighty, what kinds? We have too many. I'm not the tea person though, so I can't name them off the top of my head. We'll probably have something if you have anything in mind.
Do you have snowberry?
Snowberry. He snaps his finger. He quickly walks over to the edge of the bar. Full on jumps over it.
Full on jumps. Okay,
Disappears down this hatch. Oh, Kaiba. I love it
okay,
so much.
As always.
He returns, clutching a small box before hopping the bar once more and disappearing down yonder before returning with a small say small, it's a regular sized teacup. A teacup and plate in hand. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
They happily drink it.
It's a very pleasant tea. It's warm, but yet sort of refreshing. You're sitting there sipping your tea. Kind of still sitting next to this flaming person. You see in the corner of your eye a red panel.
A red panel?
A red panel.
Like on it, like in my corner of the eye, and not like. Okay.
Yeah.
I attempt to read it.
You look over, and you see that it says the jumbled mess of ever-changing letters, numbers, and stuff that you can't read, with the A and the Y ever-changing, never switching from what they are. This person's blessing has been obtained.
Your go-to destination for fall. Reimagine your denim. It's new blues, your rules. So refresh.
And I think that's where we're going to call it tonight, for a little quick one.
A little quick one.
Yeah.
I can't believe you killed fucking Cupid. I can't believe.
Cupid's not dead.
I know, but it feels like he's dead to me.
Did you not realize that he conjoined into a fucking staff?
I don't like it.
That you're rejecting?
I don't like it.
You're rejecting Cupid, you bitch.
That's not what's happening.
It is exactly what's happening.
No. I feel betrayed. It's like you ripped Cupid out of my eyes. Like I went with my eyes, it with my grasp, and it was like, here, new Cupid. It's like, no, I don't want new Cupid. I want old Cupid.
Oh, maybe if you fucking, I don't know, tried investigating a little bit further, you would have figured out that you were in your fucking memories, and Cupid's not a fucking thing in those memories. So I don't fucking know. Maybe you can't have all your little friends and all your little creatures and all your little fucking trauma beings.
It's because I got lucky that I rolled high enough. It's because I rolled lucky.
Yeah.
You're punishing me now. Oh, poor little Cupid.
You rolled in at 20 for a fucking reason. You don't have to agree with the outcome of it. I'm never telling you what exactly was the fucking thing. You're bitching about nothing over there, Chris.
I want Cupid, dude. I can't wait till like next session, like everybody's back, and I go, "Hey, you guys remember Cupid?" And no one does. I can't wait. Can't wait. Even more trauma, Lemon.
Yep.
I spin us. Spin. Alright. Is this a break or are we ending it for tonight?
This is it.
Alright.
For tonight. Just a very short one.
It's fun but short.
I'm so tired. Yeah, it's fun but short. Chris gets a new staff, no new gun. New gun might be soon. Who knows?
Same stats as like the other staff, or?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You'll write them later. Okay.
You just know the name.
Oh. Okay. So
technically, you know that it exists. You know that there's a staff in your room that you discarded that is feeling excruciatingly lonely. and very heartbroken. I hope you know that I'm going to fuck extremely with you with
Absolutely.
that staff.
I hope you do, dude. I hope you do.
Going to shatter Ziet's heart when they realize that that staff is Cupic.
I can't wait.
I'm going to physically shatter their heart that they rejected it, cursed it out, and then neglected it.
I can't wait, dude. Honestly, I can't wait. This is gonna be very fun.
I'm going to shatter Ziet's heart. Their rejected, resentful little fucking bitchy heart.
I don't like the world, dude. I made that known. I'm gonna every step of the way. I'm gonna fight with it. Every step of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
This would be
And
great.
every step of the way, I'm going to fuck with you, Chris. Not Ziet, with you. Because, oh my god.
No, it wouldn't be fun if I wasn't. Okay, let me put that out there. It wouldn't be fun.
It would be fun,
No,
actually.
no,
because
no.
I would be able to
Conflict.
fit more in without wanting to strangle Ziet.
More conflict.
I love them, don't get me wrong. It's the same thing that I had with Anosa. It's the same thing. It feels like you're purposefully going against the DM, and it's annoying, but it can be fun, but it can be really, really fucking annoying. And it just makes me want to strangle that character.
Dude, literally have to. Dude, why is it always just? It's always Inosa and Ida that have the most conflict. Inosa, Deacon, and fucking Watt just, hey, my buddies, my pals, and then Ida and Inosa just fighting every step of the way.
Well, I
So good.
didn't ever really like. I didn't really have she didn't really have a big opinion of Inosa, and that opinion dropped to like negative 50,000 after she found out what Inosa did to Braxton, and it's like slowly gaining back that just like I could care less for this person, yet at the same time
That default.
that default. You were currently at like negative 35,000 right now.
Oh, wonderful. Whenever I start the new drug empire, I can't wait to see that drop.
Yeah, that's maybe, who knows. She's not straight laced. She just doesn't like people going against like I don't know, common fucking sense. You know, it's common sense not to fucking throw a necrotic lizard at a man who's just a shell of a person.
It was fine with me. It'll be fine with somebody else. That's all I can say. That's all I didn't think. I literally didn't think anything would happen.
Dude, oh my god.
Like, dude, literally. And then, dude, it was so bad. And then I rolled low. And then she was like, all right, I'm gonna make this man traumatized. It's like, no, please.
Yeah, it's just
no.
like, it's just like, can I roll for intimidation? Yeah, and there's roll me a wisdom like check, and like you roll like jack shit, and I rolled like high, and you were just like, oh fuck, and True's just like, yeah, no, you feel like you're gonna die, and it's like, yes.
Damn it. My shenanigans.
So
no.
Yeah, your shenanigans of assaulting a very disabled old man who is literally a
I tried to kill multiple people. He's not the first, and this was not even an attempt.
He's not. It was just a Nosa being a bitch.
I have no corpse. Absolutely none.
Fuck you. Anyways, if you're still logged in, there's a giant thing in the middle of.
Is that? I think it is.
Is it what, Chris?
I can't say it because I don't want to spoil it.
Is it what? Huh?
I know who it is.
Is it what, Chris?
I know who it is.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
The main man.
The main man?
The main man.
That one guy?
That one guy?
The one guy? That one guy? That one fucking...
The goat, you mean?
The goat. Jesus fucking Christ. I need a shower in the morning. No.
Oh, dude, I gotta go away for this weekend. At least I think I am.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's gonna be sneaky.
Anyways.
Hello, stream. Goodbye, stream. Let me There we go.
When do I share your little heart? I don't know when I shatter your little heart, Chris.
I hope so. All right. Goodbye, stream. I'll see you guys later. Or
Bye, stream.
yeah. Goodbye.